All right, Spanish students, let's take a look a little bit at the June 2014 FLAX test, part 3, first reading. These are the ones with the questions in Spanish, answers in Spanish, as you see here. So if you did it, and it was easy for you, and you definitely got 100, you would have gotten the following answers. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 1. So congratulations if you got all of them, but that certainly was not easy. So I want to go over a little bit where in the reading you found the things that prove those are the answers. Because it's not as easy as past Regents exams and even past FLAX exams have been. So you want to be ready for anything. Let's take a look at the text. Question 16 says, ¿Dónde está el mercado? Question's not bad at all, right? Where is the market? In a supermarket. Doesn't say anything about the supermarket, so that gets crossed out. In a small town, en un pueblo pequeño. Doesn't say anything about that. And it does say ciudad. So it's really, you narrowed it down to two choices. In the center of the city, or in the, most of you wouldn't know the word afueras is suburbs. It's like afuera, outside, the outsides of the city, the suburbs. So the answer is centro. Let's look at why. In the first paragraph, it says, not en el centro de la ciudad, but en pleno corazón de la ciudad, in the heart of the city. So it's asking you to do a little more, not only just match up centro ciudad, but know that corazón, the heart of the city, is the center of the city. So it takes a little more thinking, so it's something we need to be used to. Number 17. ¿Cuál de las siguientes frases mejor representa la boquería? Which of the following phrases best represents la boquería? It mentioned other things other than fish, so the contiene varios restaurantes que sirven pescado. I would get rid of that one. Se puede vender y comprar ropa. It doesn't say anything about being a salesman. And then mostly it mentions food, so clothing, a little out of the question. And then number 3, ofrece una pequeña selección de alimentos. We did learn alimentos is foods, comidas, alimentos, same thing. But pequeña selección, a small selection, there are several things in there that say there is a wide variety of things. So if you're looking for one, este mercado tiene aproximadamente 300 puestos dedicados a distintos aspectos de la gastronomía. Like 300 different places within the boquería. So I would not call that a pequeña selección. I'd call it a gran variedad. Number 18. ¿Por qué es la boquería especial? Es nuevo y único. You could find things in the article that are contrary to that. Sus orígenes, his origins date back to the 12th century. I wouldn't call that new. Comida brasileña, Brazilian food? I don't think so. Es imposible navegar por el mercado completo en un día. That may or may not be true, but it doesn't specifically say that. That's why I think this is a tough question, because 3 does make sense. Maybe 1 is a better answer, but 3 could make sense. And then, yeah, there's es nuevo y único. Doesn't make sense. So the answer is 1. Vende productos de países diferentes. And for that one, you see, we were going in order so far. Now we're not. That's a difference between most Regents tests. They used to go in order. This one doesn't. Donde podrás conseguir productos de todo tipo, estilo y de cualquier parte del mundo, whichever part of the world. So you have to match that up with different countries, whatever part of the world. So once again, a lot more thinking, but it's doable. Number 19. ¿Cómo ha cambiado el mercado durante los años? Um, a lot of people might choose one. Los vendedores formaban grupos para vender en otros países. But, well, you would have picked it because it says something like that here. Junto para vender su mercadería. It doesn't say anything about other countries, though. It was bigger and more elegant in the past. No, this answer is going to be contrary to that. It started in other countries and moved to Spain. Doesn't say anything about that. So a lot of these tough questions you can get through with process of elimination, as you've seen so far. So it's been made bigger with more organization and products. And if we're looking for something to prove number 19, it's really this whole mini paragraph right here. That gives us everything because it dates back to the 12th century when the salespeople grouped up to send their stuff in the market. Today, it has approximately 30 places dedicated to distinct aspects of gastronomy or eating. Number 20. Según el artículo, ¿qué van a hacer las personas que visitan el mercado? Once again, there's two answers that you're not going to pick, and then there's two that you could pick. But one of those is the better answer. So, to find yourselves with old friends, it doesn't say anything about amigos viejos, cross it out. Jugar a videojuegos, that's the one you're absolutely going to cross out. Perderse por mucho tiempo, lose yourself for a lot of time. If there were no other good answers, you might pick that. But comprar algo bueno, buy something good, it's describing all the good things you could buy to eat at La Bogueria. So that right there is our answer. And if you want something to prove it, es imposible irse con las manos vacías. It's impossible to go, to leave, with empty hands. Vacío is empty, so manos vacías, empty hands, like vacant kind of. That gives you the answer, but it's really just understanding it, that it talks about all the good things you can buy, and then what can they do? What are they going to do when they visit the market? They're going to buy something good. That's the point of going there. So I hope this was helpful. Be on the lookout for questions that are kind of wacky, answers that don't necessarily go in order, and just some more thinking. But this is doable, and buena suerte en el examen.